At the end of 2025, what if you were able to look back and go, that was the best year ever? Not because of some major breakthrough, but simply because you were able to adopt a few habits that make life truly worth living. I have a few ideas how we can make 2025 the best year ever. I have a bit of a conundrum right now because I have some great ideas and I'm taking down a bunch of notes, and I do better when I have a few notes when I'm trying to give a presentation, but I also am trying to really encourage movement, to get as much movement as we can into our days, because I know that I feel more energized, I'm in a better mood, I'm more patient, more empathetic, I can think more clearly, I'm more focused when I've had some movement. So let's just give it a go here. The first thing that you can adopt in 2025, no matter what resolution or goal you're trying to set, is to implement the 1 minute rule. Because this will transfer into every other aspect of your life or whatever you're trying to do. The 1 minute rule is simply, if there's a goal, a task, something that you can do in a minute or less, do it now without delay. Whether it's hanging up a jacket, putting your shoes away, washing a bowl or cup, making your bed, do it without thinking, act immediately. This will free you from procrastination. And often, once we start, we do something for a minute, hey, that wasn't so bad. I can go for longer. I can do for 2. I can clean up the entire room. It's amazing how this will create momentum. Use the 1 minute rule. If you want to start an exercise regimen this new year, start for 1 minute. See how you can, and 1 minute can do exceptional benefits for you. It absolutely can, especially if you need a break. Do a minute of jumping jacks, a minute of a plank hold, whatever it is, have profound effects on your health. Start with a minute. I want to eat more healthfully. I'm going to peel and eat 1 carrot because I can do that in a minute. 1 carrot. Yes, it can have profound health effects and it can give you the momentum. It's the action that creates the momentum. It's the action that creates motivation. It's not the other way around. Oh, I'll do it when I'm motivated. Nonsense. We need to start, act, and the 1 minute rule can really start to generate a tremendous amount of motivation. Rule two, habit, just some ideas. Start small. Whatever you're going to do, start small. If it's weight loss, oh, I'm going to lose 50 kilos. I'm going to lose 20 kilos. We didn't put it on at once. We're not going to take it off at once. No matter what that thing is, if we can start with small steps, celebrate small wins along the way, we are very much more likely to stick with it. How can you start small? So this ties into the 1 minute rule. I've started doing everything I can do in a minute or less, and I do it immediately. Boom, now I got the momentum going. What are the other things I want to work on? Okay, I'm going to work out every day. Do not throw an hour-long workout on. You'll do day 1, maybe day 2, by day 3, it's like, oh, too much. 5 minutes to start day 1, 5 minutes day 2, 5 minutes for the first week. Hey, momentum's starting to roll. I can go 6 minutes the next week, 10 minutes, who knows? But by starting small, we don't have to overthink things. Oh, I know, I can do 5 minutes of anything. We're going to slowly build on that. And I assure you, especially if it's activity, 5 minutes can go so far. We can get so much accomplished with a simple 5 minute workout. And it's building the mental muscle. Starting with discipline, consistency. You know, this keeps coming up. I need to be more disciplined. I'm not disciplined in this. We are all disciplined in certain things. You're so disciplined in it, you don't even think about it anymore. It's finding the discipline in the things we haven't yet accomplished or want to achieve. And we give that laser-like focus, start small. Okay, I can do this. Work out I can make a healthy meal in 5 minutes. Go. Because you can cut up some veggies, pull out an apple, have an orange. You can do that certainly in 5 minutes. And then you start to add on. And once we get that discipline, consistency for the new skill, the new habit we want to achieve, it becomes much easier, and we don't get to day 10 of the thing and have fatigue because it's just too hard because we put too much onto it. Start small. You build it day in and day out. That's how discipline is built. Instant gratification has served us at times. It helped our ancestors to survive. Finding the food, shelter, warmth, clothing, a partner. The quicker you could do it, the better chance you had to survive. But today's day and age, it doesn't serve us as well. And discipline for the hard things is built day in, day out. Keep showing up, even on the hard days. That's when you notice a difference. When you show up on the days you really don't want to, and you still do that thing, especially if that thing is only 5 minutes. You can do that. And you can start celebrating small wins because you've set a small goal that is achievable. I love the idea of the big, hairy, audacious goal. Those are great to have, and we can set those too. But as we're just getting rolling, especially in the new year, what do I know? It's like set the bar low. What's the smallest thing I think that I can do that's going to have no effect? But it will. It's by starting small that we can add on to it, and we don't become fatigued that I put on too much. How many people, this month, this new year, I'm going to do this, and this. And it's just too much. So habits, whatever you're going to do this new year, start small, and you will be amazed after month 1, 2, by 6 months in, when you've really been consistent and have the discipline, where you're going to be at. And it's remarkable. All right. The third thing I think of is there's no quote unquote mistakes. Learn the lesson. It's not a direct path. We don't have all the answers. We're not supposed to. So whatever you're going to do, you're going to start, you're going to begin with the idea that I'm going to make mistakes along the way. I'm going to take my life seriously because we should, but not myself too seriously. Have a laugh at the mistake. Oh, I've taken a wrong turn. This isn't exactly what I want to do. I got to refocus. I got to regroup and see the mistake, quote unquote, I say, because there are no mistakes. We just produce a result. Might not be the result we want, but okay. Now I understand I produced a result that it wasn't desirable. Now, how am I going to remedy that? Okay, this didn't exactly work out as I wanted. Boom, I'm going to go a different way. I'm going to stick with it. I'm going to celebrate the mistake, the error, as just growth. I'm going to see it as growth. As is growth. This way I've turned, I'll let you see, is way too icy. It's just pure ice. Maybe this is a good way about going about it. So I need to go back and find a path that's maybe been salted or sanded, because this one is pure ice. Made a mistake, took a wrong turn, no big deal, have a laugh. Maybe I got to slow down a bit. Whatever I got to do so that I don't fall. So celebrate the wins, but also, can we celebrate the losses, if you will? Okay, I didn't get that quite right. So we give ourselves a little bit of space, a little bit more gentle. I'm having a hard time even walking on this, let alone riding on it. So there's a few sort of ideas to possibly, so you can hit your targets this year. But the most important, I think, is to enjoy the ride. Personal development is challenging. It's tricky at times. It's supposed to be. This is the good stuff. It's supposed to be a joyful life. not under huge amounts of pressure. You know, we create a little bit of pressure and that can get us to act. That's good, but too much pressure, overwhelming. Enjoy yourself this new year. Remain positive. And being positive isn't, being happy all the time. That's nonsense. It's just an understanding that this too shall pass, that there's going to be tricky moments, but I'm having a tricky moment right now. This is insanely icy. I got to actually walk if I can. So this is very ironic. Remaining positive on this insanely slippery path. I'm doing it today. There's other days, I'll be honest, where I can get really frustrated, especially if I'm trying to get to work and it's so icy. I just can't get anywhere. And I just got to catch myself and okay. So I was just saying, it's not just being happy all the time. It's that positivity really is things will get better. They always do. And if you can find the light, the good in a situation, what positive can I draw from this? So right now, this iciness, my positive is, there's a reason I work out every morning, to have good core stability so I can handle a little bit of iciness. My balance is good, I'm strong. It's not about six-pack abs nonsense. It's so I can handle some challenges that life throws my way and remain as positive as I possibly can. Mindset, I'm going on here. It really is the mindset that we have. We can find good in everything. And whatever happens to you over the course of this new year, remain positive about it. Things are going to get better as long as you stay committed to your goals, focused on the things you want to achieve. Remember, do it for you, nobody else. That's where goals often do fail too, right? We take on something we think we're supposed to do. Reading. Oh, I should read more books, which I agree 100%. Reading, I think, is so valuable. It's basically you're taking somebody else's, the years that it's taken them to read that book, in a number of days, hours, you take all that wisdom and information and you're basically buying time. It's amazing. It's another great way to focus. If we're reading, we're locked onto one thing. It helps us to learn not to be distracted. But that's not necessarily for everybody. There's other ways to learn. So you want to read more, but do you really want to, or is that something, are you somebody else's goal? So make sure your goals are your own. And that will truly make a difference, because if it's somebody else's goal, you're not going to stick with it. So it's that honesty and authenticity. This is really what I want to do and accomplish. Enjoy the ride. Even on the super icy days. Make 2025 the best year ever. Just keep showing up, stay committed, stay disciplined, stay consistent, and the sky's the limit. You'll achieve it. I will see you soon.